Well, I was in the way here when these 3 scoundrels did beset me.
Sorry.
As I recall, the leader was one named Wildhead. 'Twas he who spoke first.
Oh, old man.
Greetings, in the name of the Lord of the Hill.
Did you hear, gents? Lord of the Hill. What do you think, inconsiderate? Is that jolly or no?
Aye, and I trow that he knows not who we are, or he would have hid his colors better than that. Wouldn't you say, pragmatic?
Aye, very unpractical he was, very.
Who art thou? Why dost thou mock me so?
We ask the questions around here, old one.
Then ask.
I have 3 questions to put thee. First, wilt thou become one of us?
And the second?
Wilt thou return whence you came?
And the third?
Refusing to answer yes to 1 or 2, wilt thou die where thou dost stand?
It comes to my mind that thou art renegades and thieves.
'Tis a practical profession in these parts, what with all so many pilgrims coming and going.
Cut the chatter. Wilt thou join us?
I have been an honest and true man for a long season, and therefore I could never consider becoming one like unto thee.
Not a very practical choice, my friend, not a very practical choice at all.
The leader was one named Wildhead. 'Twas he who spoke first.
Oh, old man.
Greetings, in the name of the Lord of the Hill.
Did you hear, gents? Lord of the Hill. What do you think, inconsiderate?
Pragmatic.
Is that jolly
Now
or no?
talks too much. Aye, and I trow that
Inconsiderate
he knows
be thy
not
name,
who
and
we
so be
are,
thy manners.
or he would have hid.
I have as much a right to talk as thou. Yea, from a practical point of view.
Silence! Now, Mr. Valiant for Truth,
How dost thou know my name? I have not told thee.
we have spies to tell us who cometh and who goeth, and whether easy of conquest or hard.
Then surely thou must have known that I would not join thee.
Aye, but being fair and just in our dealings, we at least put the question. Now, having refused to join us, but being fair and just in our dealings,
I
we at
came?
least
And
put the question. Now, having refused to join us,
Gentlemen,
but being fair and just in our dealings,
I
we at
came?
least put the
I
question.
counted the cost
Now,
added thence, and I have not regretted my choice.
having refused to join us, but being fair and just in our dealings, we at least put the question. Now,
added thence, and I have not regretted my choice.
having refused to join us, but being fair and just in our dealings, we at least put the question. Now,
added thence, and I have not regretted my choice.
having refused to join us, but being fair and just in our dealings, we at least put the question. Now,
Added thence, and I have not regretted my choice.
having refused to join us, but being fair and just in our dealings.
Why dost thou mock me so?
We ask the questions around here,
He fell
old
to
one.
For the space of above 3 hours.
I have 3 questions
I
to
was
put
holding
thee.
my own for a time, but
First, wilt
they
thou
were young,
become one of us?
and I like not to think
And the
what
second?
another hour might have done.
Wilt thou return
Good
whence
that
you
they heard
came?
you coming. And the
3
third,
against 1.
Refusing
These
to
are
answer
great
yes
odds.
to 1
Odds
or
is true.
2, Wilt
But
thou
fewer men are
die
nothing to
where thou
him that
dost
hath
stand?
truth on his side. It comes to my mind that thou art renegades and thieves. Though an host should
Tis a
encamp
practical
against me,
profession
my
in these
heart
parts,
shall not
what
fear.
with also many
Though war
pilgrims
should
coming
rise
and
against
going.
me,
Cut the chatter.
this I will
Wilt
be
thou
confident.
join us?
Ah, brave
I have
words
been an
these,
honest and true
and
man
brave
for a
thou
long
art.
season, and
No
therefore
more than
some of the great
I could
ones.
never
consider becoming one like unto thee.
Not a very practical choice, my friend. Not a very practical
1,000.
choice at all.
But tell me, dear Valiant, why did you not cry out that someone might have come to your help?
So I did, to my king, who I knew could hear me and send invisible help. This he did, and that was enough for me.
Thou hast well done. I wish I could have had thy help against a couple of giants along the way.
I would have been happy to help thee. I was tempted to engage them myself, but had none to stand by me in prayer. So I prayed God to send someone better than I, which I see he did.
Valiant, may I see thy sword? If I am not mistaken, this is made of Jerusalem steel.
Aye, so it is. Give a brave